Hello, everybody. It's Marcus, and welcome to more chatting in my jungle room. I'm talking to the lovely Danielle today. She is, of course, from Mama Kin Spender. Danielle, how are you?
I'm so good. I mean, I'm kind of taken aback by your great backdrop of like plants and your awesome hair day. Do you
Uh,
have that hair day every day?
I just actually came from the hairdressers just yesterday, so it's looking a little fresher than it might be. Tomorrow, I'm going to Bali, so I wanted to just be a bit perky. You know what I mean?
You look amazing. Great hair day. I wish I'd gotten my hair game on, but okay.
Oh, darling,
Okay.
I'll give you the contact of my hairdresser. Shout out to both her studio. Monica is a queen. Um, and she knows her blondes, darling. Um,
All right. Maybe I'll
um,
come.
First of all, congratulations on the new single, Arrows. It's amazing. It's so beautiful. Um,
Thanks, Marcus. Thank you. We worked hard for that one and now it works hard for us. It's the truth. That song is the truth.
it's like putting your child out to work, right? Now you do the
Yeah.
work. Now you pay for me.
Yeah, totally.
Of course, it is the lead single for the new album coming out, which is called Promises on the 15th of August, which is not that far away, only a month and a half away.
Yeah.
Um, but part of the new music is the Promises tour, which kicks off the 5th of September in Queensland and ends on the 5th of October in New South Wales. Now, the only thing I don't see on that list is South Australia for some
I
reason.
know it's coming. It's coming. There's going to be chapters to this tour, and we're working out our South Australia part now. I love that South Australia wants us so bad. Hold on a second. I've just gone flatten my battery. And so I'm all about going to the places where there's energy. But you know, it's tricky. The touring costs at the moment are excruciating.
Oh,
Dingo and I are both, we work other jobs to keep our music careers going, and also he's still in the parenting part of his life. My youngest is now 18, so I'm footloose and fancy free.
get out.
Yes, but I promise you, South Australia. I was actually in South Australia 3 weeks ago. To be fair, I was playing
Oh,
out at Eukaria but not as Mummy Kin Spender.
yep.
But we will. I promise.
Awesome. What do you
I'm
love
gonna come. Actually, I'm
about
just gonna come on tour just to go to your hairdresser. That's what I'm doing.
Yay! Awesome. And then you do a little private show in my house. I'll bring some friends around and we'll just do a private.
100%.
I don't care.
Let's do it.
You know,
Let's do it.
lock it in, Danielle.
In.
Hey, what do you love about performing in Adelaide?
So some of my absolute favorite performance experiences are WOMAD.
Ah,
I had like one of those crazy, like we're back in the Mamakin days. I went to WOMAD as a punter in '99.
yep.
Showing my age now. I was
Yeah.
4. No, I wasn't. And and I had one of those things where I sat by a tree and I was watching a band, and at that time I wasn't making my own music. I
Yep.
was still kind of in that paralyzed stage of my creative life. And I sat by this tree and I leaned into the tree and I said, "Hey tree, maybe one day I could play on that stage." And even as I said, because I said it out loud, even as I said it, I felt so embarrassed and so shameful that I would say such an indulgent thing. And then in 2009 or 10, I was playing on that exact stage and I looked out at that tree and I was like, I had the full like, oh my God, I did the thing, man. I did the thing. It took me ages, but I did the thing. And it was like my first album was Beaten Hollow, and the audiences, and then I had a similar experience there when we released Golden Magnetic with Mama Kin Spender. We played on the main stage with the Gospel Collective, 30-piece choir,
Yeah.
and it was so electric. And I'd had a dream the night before that was really vivid about what WOMAD is for cultural crossover and healing. And yeah, it was just one of those, when you go, okay, I'm in the right place at the right time, my life is okay. I've had 2 of those experiences in Adelaide, so I'm definitely coming back.
I love that. And shout out to Gospel Collective, Charmaine Jones,
Yes, Charmaine.
incredible leader of that group. Her sister Jo Tropiano, love them all, love them.
Amazing. I would love to work with Gospel Collective. Shout out Charmaine. If you want to do that again, let's do it again. Shout out WOMAD. Do you want us back?
Yeah, yeah. You know what? Come on, guys, get your act
Come on, guys.
together. Danielle is worth it. Um, and she's got some new music.
New
Um,
music.
hey, so tell us about the single Arrows. You did say it's the truth. What is the truth? What is the inspiration behind Arrows?
I think I need to take one step back before we go there, which was when we wrote this body of work, we wrote this song called Promises, which was the first single that came out. And if you want to check out the clip, I reckon you'll love it, Marcus. So check out Promises and the video clip to that. And when we wrote Promises, we realized, oh, we're not just writing a bag of songs, we're writing a story. And if Promises is the moment in a relationship where you completely collapse, like that was like the coming of rage song. Arrows is the behavior beforehand that erodes the fabric of the relationship. And at first it's like it can be behavior that's a little bit kind of buried, a little bit like, oh, what was that? It's like, oh no, I'm just joking. But it's like, you start kind of putting like the kind of the digs and the underhanded comments, and you kind of the place where you want the most comfort, you seem to be also giving the most contempt and the most criticism, and you're sort of trading connection for criticism, right? And so Arrows is a song about that behavior and how when you do that over and over again, you are eroding something that's so precious, and you're being unkind, not just to yourself, but to your partner. And ultimately you're behaving like a kid when actually you're adults. And that line, we built this thing when we were just kids and now we've grown up and out of it. It's like, it's a call to action. It's a call to like, who are we? Like, who are we being? We're not kids anymore. Like, we've got kids now. Like, we're in a whole different part of our life, yet we're behaving badly. And so that song was a bit of like a grow up and stop acting like children. And also, it was also the behavior that created the collapse.
Don't you find as a creative soul that obviously, life, whether we like it or not, throws us the hurdles and the challenges and things to grow through and all of that. As a creative person, being able to channel, the pain and the fear that, sometimes we experience through life into more of an art form is a really rewardable experience because it actually makes us look at
Totally.
the experiences and do something with it properly, rather than just pushing it all under a rug.
Well, for me, Marcus, these songs they weren't just like, I wasn't just telling the story. These songs were giving me language to understand what was happening
Yeah.
internally. Like, I didn't have the language to explain what was going on for myself. I was frozen. I was paralyzed. I was like, my chest was empty.
Mm.
And in that state, I was kind of going through life in this like fatigue, fog, not really speaking with my partner in real ways anymore. It was like, it was bad.
Yep.
And these songs actually gave me language. When Dingo and I went away and wrote these songs, when we came back from this writing session, I took my partner aside and said, I have new information. I can explain what's happening for us now because these songs have given me language for it. So it wasn't like something happened and then I told the story about it. It was like something happened. I didn't understand it. I went away with a very, very dear friend and collaborator, Dingo Spender, and we wrote from both of our really heartbroken spaces information that then helped us navigate our way back out of it.
Mm.
Like it was instructional. So yes, the creative process is instrumental in me understanding myself, but it's not like it doesn't come after the fact. It rides shotgun to it.
What are your feelings? What are your emotions behind the imminent album release on the 15th of August? Are you nervous? Are you excited? How are you feeling?
Oh man, all the feels, like I feel so excited for people to hear it. I feel almost desperate for people to connect to find it. I know they'll connect with it if they just get to hear it, especially people who aren't necessarily in their teens and early 20s. Like this is not an album for kids. This is an album for adults who are grappling with real themes of self-transformation. And, before the transformation bit comes the darkness and the shadow. So I really want people to find it. We've worked really hard on it. And so, I have that heady mix of like the kind of the kind of the want, it's like I want it to get out there, and it's like, is that my ego speaking, or is that just my artistic kind of imperative? It's like it gets messy in there. It's
Yeah.
always really, I always find it really tricky releasing new music because I struggle with what ambition feels like. Ambition can feel so dirty. And at the same time, I have to keep remembering it's like my greatest ambition is connection. And my greatest ambition is actually that these songs become a vehicle for other people's understanding of themselves and their relationships, and a call to kindness. Because these songs, although they were like this explosion of rage, especially Promises was like, whoa, I am angry. What am I going to do with that? It was not that did not become a call to being that rage didn't become a call to being angry and blamey. That rage became a call to being kinder. That rage became a call to being open and really listening in a different way. Like it's different at this stage of my life.
Mm.
So to answer your question in a really roundabout way, to come back to your actual question, I'm excited, I'm scared. It's so much work. It's so tricky to be putting it out in this current paradigm of what it is to be releasing music into this ecosystem of how streaming and social media and all these things, abstract things work, to be my age, and at the same time, I feel like my stories have a place out there in the
Yeah.
social fabric.
Oh, you know what? Based on arrows, I haven't listened to Promises yet, so I need to check that one out. But based on arrows, it's like your stories are worth listening to, and they come from the heart, which is great. And this album, it sounds worthy of that hard format vinyl release, because it's an album that there's certain albums I want to listen to on vinyl. It's
Thank you.
it's one of those albums by the sounds of it.
Well, good segue, Marcus, because the pre-order for the vinyl is open right now. And
Really?
if you really want to support artists in Australia right now, buying physical product is the most direct way you can impact whether we might get into the charts, whether we might be eligible for ARIA nominations. All these things completely hinge on what happens in release week. And pre-ordering vinyl is the most direct way you can do that.
Do it, guys. Get on and
Do it.
support entertainment in Australia.
Thank you.
We deserve it,
Yeah,
100%.
yeah.
And when you see those merch desks, grab some stuff at the merch desk, because this is the living that we
Yeah.
live by these days, because no one makes money on streaming devices anymore.
Yeah, and the news this week that Spotify is investing, $600 million into AI weaponry, like using, and then at the same time using our artistic content to create AI generated art and artists. It's like, I do feel a mix of desperation and despair, to be honest,
Yeah.
Marcus. It's a real act of determination and grit to continue to release music into this current paradigm. But I believe that the human condition is calling for more of this type of music and more of this type of really raw RAW and raw ROAR, especially from people at this stage of our lives. So I'm fighting for us here, but I
Yeah.
can't do it alone, and thank God, thank you to people like you who keep platforming independent artists in the way that you do. Like, we couldn't do it without you, and thank you so much.
Well, credit to you, Danielle, and much respect as well. Your music is amazing. I cannot even wait for the new album. And most importantly, I cannot wait until you give us the SA date for the tour. Excited.
It's coming.
Mama Kin Spender, everyone get along, get on board this incredible love train, and enjoy music, enjoy entertainment. Danielle, have a wonderful upcoming weekend, and I cannot
Thank you,
wait to catch up
Marcus.
with you when you hit Adelaide next.
Yeah, I'm actually going to be there for IndieCon just for the conference, so maybe I'll see you then. But also, have a great time in Bali,
Thank you so much.
babes.
Tomorrow morning, 6 o'clock, I'm out of this
I
cold.
love it.
Out of the cold. And you know what? You thought my hair was big now. You wait till humidity hits.
I want you to send me a photo.
Danielle, you're a beautiful human, and all the
Thank
best
you.
with the release of the album on the 15th of August. Promises, everybody, get along.
Thank you so much. Pre-order's out now. Thank you.
Thanks, honey. Bye bye.